Welcome to Aligned for Success podcast, where we help chiropractors create practices that truly serve their life's vision. I'm your host, Dr. Nikki, and I'm here to show you how to break free from stagnation, grow your practice, and rediscover the joy of why you became a chiropractor to begin with. Whether you're looking to boost your revenue, spend more time with family, or simply enjoy practice life again, you're in the right place. Let's align your path to success. Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Aligned for Success. Before I get started today and before I forget, I want to tell you all about an awesome opportunity to get a really nitty-gritty behind-the-scenes look into the Last Wealthy Practitioner launch on Tuesday, December 16th at 1 o'clock Central. That is 2 o'clock Eastern Time. Stephanie is going to host a masterclass that is called the Unicorn Launch. And so she is going to walk you guys through how the Wealthy Practitioner had a $2.5 million launch and all of the steps that she took and just how the company is growing so fast. So if you guys are interested in that, and it doesn't matter what kind of business you're in, if you guys are in the online space especially, you guys should come to this. And so I am going to have that link in my show notes. So please sign up for that. It's going to be literally awesome. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is the holiday season and the end of the year. So we are officially in the holiday season. Thanksgiving is over. And it's just the stretch for the end of the year. And I want to talk to you guys about something very real and something that used to really weigh heavily on me this time of year. So for years, I absolutely dreaded the end of the year. And it's not because of the holidays. I love December. I love Q4 in my office. I love the month of December. My daughter is born in December. But it was because of what happened on January 1st. And on January 1st, my revenue for my office would hit zero. And it would just feel like everything that we had done was just gone. Poof, kabam, we have to start over. And so Q4 in our office is always one of the best times. We take more time off. We don't take a lot of time off though. I want to be very clear on that too. But it's always one of our most abundant, busiest, and high energy seasons. So we do get 2 days off at Thanksgiving, and then we get a couple days off for Christmas too, which is truly the most time that anybody on my team, including myself, gets off throughout the year. So it's just really nice. It's really fun. And I mean, Christmas is great. We're having parties. We're doing lots of fun things. The office is packed. Patients are super consistent. And it's just really fun. But the emotional crash of January just always made me feel like crap. And so today, I want to share with you guys the mindset shift that I made. It's going to actually be two things that broke that cycle for me and why I don't fear January 1st anymore. And I actually look forward to all of the possibilities. So let me just paint the scene. So again, Q4, it's popping. It's fun. We're making money. Everyone wants to feel good before travel. Families are doing their thing. People are closing out the year strong. And then when I look on January 1st, it's like, boom, zero. So even after one of our best quarters of the year, usually our best quarter, I would always just feel like I was standing at the bottom of the mountain and like, oh crap, I have to do this all over again. And it felt like emotional whiplash. And so I'd be in the middle of this holiday season and I would just be thinking like, in a few weeks, we have to do this all over again. And it wasn't logical. It wasn't strategic. It was just straight up emotional. And I know that so many practitioners, they feel this way. And I just don't think it's something that we really talk about. The pressure of the reset, the fear of losing momentum. And honestly, for me, it was just straight up anxiety of starting over. The problem wasn't January. The problem was the way that I was measuring my year. I was measuring my year the same way that most of y'all are, January 1st through December 31st. And so instead of the year is January through December, I started tracking my best 12-month window at any point in time. So you guys know what your best quarters are. So why don't you track from best quarter to best quarter, right? And so if it's Q2 through Q2 of the next year, that's your best 12 months. And so when I started doing that, this was the shocker. When I was looking at my best rolling 12 months, I realized that my highest revenue was definitely not in a calendar year. It was just a random 12-month stretch. I think it was like June to June that I had never noticed. And guess what? A revenue goal that I had set to do in a calendar year, I had already freaking broke past that, and like by a lot. So it was so random though. And I just had never noticed it. And so it was totally my best year and I had no idea. And I just remember looking at the number and thinking like, damn, how did I not even know that we hit this? And so once I realized that, it changed my relationship with metrics. And so if you guys know me, I love numbers. I love systems. I love finances. I love to figure out what all of they mean. And so this just also really got me thinking. I was already performing at a higher level than my goals reflected. My confidence was better. I also stopped just judging myself by made up dates like time is not even real. Who made a freaking calendar? Why do we abide by it? Who picked Christmas? I don't know. And my targets became more accurate and more expansive. And so I finally saw truth of momentum instead of just a calendar version. And it also proved something so big when January rolls around. I wasn't starting from zero. I was starting from the 12 best months that I've ever had, even if the calendar did not show it. Then what I did after that was, well, dang, if I could do this for a year, why can't I do this for a 30-day or a 31 days? So why are we also judging how much revenue we're doing inside of November 1st to November 30? For how many days are November? 31? I don't know. And so when you're looking at that, it's like, oh yeah, well, we're close for Thanksgiving and all of this. And like February only has 28 days and sometimes it has 29. So if we do a couple $1,000 less in February, why are we so upset about it? It's not even a whole full month, right? And so instead, what if you just looked at 30 days instead and realized what you're doing in the best 30 days? And so this also shows what happens in the last 30 days. What's trending up or down? Do we actually have momentum? And what matters today? And so when you start looking at that, really what you need to do is I just need to beat this day from last year. So if on the 1st I collected X amount of money last year, I just need to beat that. And so then we start learning how to just continue that momentum. I'm ahead, I'm pacing ahead, or I'm pacing behind and I better figure it out quickly, or this is not going to turn out well for me. And so then you just start to realize it's not what matters on January 1st. It's not what matters on the 1st of any given month. It's what matters in the rolling presence of the day that you choose. And so this really removed calendar panic and just helped just set reality. And so here really was the identity shift for me. I wasn't starting over every year. I was continuing on the momentum that I had already built, and it was better than I had even realized. And so now here's the second piece of this shift, and it's practical. It's not theoretical. In our practice, money runs on January 1st. So we have monthly recurring revenue. We offer 4 dates per month, the 1st, the 10th, the 15th, and the 20th. And so on January 1st, the office is always closed. It's a national holiday. It's a major holiday. I'm usually sitting on my couch watching Penn State lose another freaking football game. But on that day, I'm still making money. And so those auto debits are running. Money is getting posted. And so then when I go into work on January 2nd, there's money already on the dashboard. And so even if January 1st is a holiday, even if you're watching your football team lose, even if you're not open, even if your whole team is also off, there's still real money coming in to your practice. And psychologically, this is a big deal, right? It proves that the business doesn't actually reset, that your growth carries, that you can make money even if you're not in your office. Steph loves to call that money out out of thin air, and your momentum is continuing. And so even if that number is modest or small, it doesn't matter. It's about the symbolism that it represents. And so it really removes the fear of the reset, and it starts to anchor you in that confidence. The best thing that it also does is it sets the tone for the whole freaking year. It reinforces the rolling year mindset. And so when you see revenue hitting first thing on January 1st, it's like, I'm good. I've already begun. I wasn't even at work and we already made money. And so this isn't a reset. It's simply a continuation. And so here's how you guys can apply this immediately. So how can you adopt this same confidence January mindset that we all go into quarter 4 with? So first, I want to encourage you guys to just build your rolling 12-month dashboard. Here's what I did. I just literally started playing around with numbers. I think June last year was really good. Let me just compare it to June this year. And I just kept doing that, right? Just looking at any different 365 days. And it's going to show you that your numbers are actually higher than traditional calendar years, and that will help you reframe your goals for the upcoming year. Then you can add in your rolling 30-day dashboard. And so this is the real-time truth, right? And so again, it eliminates that some months have 30 days, some months have 31, some months have 28, whatever. Then you also want to identify your monthly recurring revenue. And so not just what hits on the first, but if you're not tracking what in your business is just monthly on auto debit, you need to be, because that's super important to know that no matter what really happens, if you were to go on vacation, if you were to have to miss some time, whatever, you know that you have this bulk of money that helps to keep your business running. And so again, even if the number is small, is there. And then what we want to do, we want to start to just increase that number. And so now we also want to teach our team this too, right? And so our team should not be thinking like a fresh start is a slow start. And it's like, no, we're not starting over. We're just continuing to carry this into the new year. So here is what I want you guys to take into this holiday season. Number one, enjoy it. Spend time with those that you love, and just know that all of the hard work that you guys are doing right now is truly going to set you up for success in not just January 1st, but all the way through quarter 1. And so just as a reminder, you do not start the year from zero. Your business doesn't reset. Your success does not just disappear, evaporate because the calendar says a new year has started. You have a rolling 12 months that's telling a real story. You have rolling data, and you have revenue hitting before the first workday of the new year even begins. So thanks so much for being here with me. If it helped reframe something in your brain, maybe you also dread January 1st. Hopefully this helped you. And so just a different perspective on how you guys can just start to reframe your mind to go into the new year with excitement. And if it did hit for you, please just share this episode with another practitioner who needs to hear it. Thank you all so much for tuning in to another episode of Aligned for Success. I will see you all next week. Thanks for tuning in to Aligned for Success. If today's episode resonated with you, please be sure to subscribe and leave a review. This helps other chiropractors find their way to practice freedom too. Remember, true success comes from when your practice aligns with your life's purpose. Until next time, I'm Dr. Nikki Cottis, reminding you that a thriving practice and a fulfilling life go hand in hand. See you next week.